while since I checked in with you. Hope you're enjoying your urban gardening. For the plans to this vegetable planter, you can find them on StarkSilverCreek.com. I have them there and you just have to request for it. If you've been as busy as I have been, you'll be surprised at how quickly your tomato plants have grown. And today what I want to talk about is some of the tips and tricks to maintaining your vegetable garden. It's funny, I was actually up in Napa and Sonoma on a wine conference. And Napa is known for their wine, but they're also known for their great produce and fresh sort of vegetables and fruits that they also grow in the Napa-Sonoma area, and it's just great paired with food. So if you enjoy wine, it's great to also have fresh tomatoes. Now, one thing you'll notice is that some of your plants will be growing quite tall. I've used these stakes, which are just 2x2 stakes back here and 1x2s in front. And what you want to do, and I haven't changed since the the wine conference, is you want to actually tie them up. So you can see here I have a used pipe cleaner to tie them up. You can also use strings or use twist ties. So there's different variations of what to use. But what I want to talk about today is maximizing the fruit on your tomato plant. And don't follow me, I haven't done this in a while, but really you should do this once a week, which is pruning your vegetable planter. So what you want to do is, now some of these have gotten quite large, but what you want to do is actually cut off some of the leaves that aren't producing, and you really actually want to cut these off when they're just coming out. So another thing is the sucker here. These are called suckers. You want to just nip them and get rid of them because they're going to drain energy, and what you want is to have all of the energy go into producing fruit. So you want to go along this entire stem and look for any suckers like this here, and you want to nip it like this. So just go along and do that as well. I like to cut off some of the leaves. Now, these ones, of course, have way too long, so cutting them off now isn't going to do much since they're already sprung out. But what we're going to do now is take a look at this plant and just move along and take a look at the suckers. Now, another thing is, this is a great thing to have. I keep one in the kitchen, one upstairs, and what it is a foldable ladder. So, as these grow pretty tall, I'm going to come here and actually pull off the suckers here. And what you also want to do is change into more gardening friendly clothes. But right now I just want to show you this before I forget. And here's a large sucker that's growing, so you want to just nip it. And sometimes I use a garden shears to do so as well, or kitchen shears. And you're able to get those suckers. And then another one here. You'll watch some acrobatics in action. And this is where I like the stake as well. Make sure you have running shoes on. Do not try this at home. Do not wear pumps like I am to do this. And you want to get rid of this sucker as well, which is getting quite large. So you want to get rid of that. Again, this you may not want to because there's some fruits that may be growing and flowers that may be growing, but you can see there's other suckers like here, for example, this one, which you want to be able to get rid of. Now, we're going to come down, and the last thing I want to do before I kill myself here is, this is how important you are to me. See, I just came back from the wine bloggers and I thought, those urban gardeners that have been following along, I really need to make sure they're taking care of their garden. This, by the way, is a foldable, and I love this. It's made out of teak. And it's foldable into, so you can slide it between that awkward space you always have between your fridge and the counter. I don't know if you have that, but some people store like plastic bags. I store this ladder. I got mine from Frontgate. I don't know if they still sell them. I really like this one because it's beautiful. It's teak and looks pretty. There's also lower cost ones that are plastic, but obviously they don't look as nice. So it depends on how much you care about that. So that's basically all I want to show you. Again, if you're interested in micro irrigation, I talked about that in a previous episode, and it was great this long weekend since I was up in Napa, Sonoma, tasting some great wines from Stag's Leap, from Palmaz, which is a new winery, that I had the comfort of knowing that with the micro irrigation system, I was able to leave it and enjoy the rest of the lives that we have. Anyways, this is this episode of Stark Silver Creek's Urban Gardening. This is Lonnie Cow Stark. Thanks for joining in again, and keep those stories coming in. I love hearing about all the ways that you're using this vegetable planter, more stories about schools building these, and so I'm really excited and hope you're successful with your vegetable planters, and you're able to get fruit and vegetables and enjoy them with a great, nice, bottle of Cab.